Hello students, my name is Vaidehi as mentioned on this slide. My educational details are also mentioned on it. I am starting the uploading of lectures on mathematics on some important topics. I am trying my level best to teach mathematics in the easiest way as possible. So here I am starting discussion on 9 standard maths topic, that is polynomial. I am starting today. So this is a very first lecture. Let us discuss some basics of polynomials in this lecture. So polynomials, how a polynomial can be defined? Polynomials are the particular type of algebraic expression. The definition is given here. I guess everyone is aware of what is algebraic expression. Those who are learning polynomials, I guess they are aware of algebraic expression. Okay, so what is an algebraic expression? One example is mentioned below. X square plus 3x plus 2 or 3x minus 1. These two examples are mentioned here. Okay, so this is called as a algebraic expression. So all algebraic expressions are not polynomials. There are some specific group of algebraic expression which are only called as polynomials. So which expressions are called as polynomials and which are not, that also we have to discuss in this lecture. So when I say algebraic expression, it mainly consists of following parts. Okay, variable. I guess you people know what is a variable. In this example mentioned, what is a variable? Can you tell me? Yes, here x square plus 3x plus 2 in this example, x is a variable. Or in 3x minus 1, here also x is a variable. So what is a variable? It is the term which can take any value throughout the problem. Generally, the variable is defined or mentioned in the expression in the form of alphabets like X or Y or Z or P, Q, R. Any alphabet can be used. Okay, so what is a variable is that whose value, the term whose value will vary throughout the problem. Since its value is varying, it is called as a variable. Okay, so this is the first part. And second is constants. One more term will always be there in the polynomial is constant. Okay, so what is constant? If variable is a term which is changing its value throughout the problem, then constant is that term whose value will not change throughout the problem. Okay, so again an example is quoted here, 3x plus 2. In this example, what is a variable? X is a variable. Then what are the constants? 3 is a constant term, 2 is a constant term. Then one more expression is given here, 5x. So here x is a variable and 5 is a constant. In 7y, y is a variable, 7 is constants. Okay. So in these examples, these numerical values are constant terms. But it is always not necessary that only numerical values will be constant. In some of the cases, it may happen that we may use some alphabets to denote the constants, some letters to denote the constants whose value is unknown, whose value is not known. So here the example is given in ax plus b. Here x is a variable, and what are a and b? They are constants, but whose value is not known. That is why the value is not mentioned here. But again, since they are constant, its value will be constant throughout the problem. Okay, so when I denote a variable using a letter and when I denote a constant using a letter, both will have both other different terms. Okay, they are not similar. Variable is a varying term, constant is a constant term. Then exponent. Next is an exponent. This is also an integral part of this algebraic expression. We must know what is exponent. Okay, so what is an exponent? This is the power of a variable. In any algebraic expression, whatever the power of any variable is given, that power is called as a exponent. Okay, so in this very first example, 3x square minus 2. Here, what is the exponent of this x? Is 2. The power is given 2, so its exponent is also 2. In second example, 2x plus 2. Here the exponent is not mentioned. That means here the exponent is 1. In one more example, 5. This is a constant term. There is no variable mentioned. So what may be the variable? What may be the variable? And what is the exponent? Since there is no variable, exponent will be 0. So this 5 also can be written as 5x raised to 0. No variable, that means the power is 0 or the exponent is 0. So these are the very important three terms that will be available in an in any algebraic expression and also in polynomial. Which are they? They are variables, constants and exponents. Okay, so do remember this point, students. Let us move forward now. Now here a point to remember is the exponent of a polynomial must always be a whole number. Remember, this is very important. When I say an exponent, okay, an exponent of any algebraic expression and an exponent of a polynomial, they both are different terms. Okay, when I say exponent of a polynomial, then it always must be a whole number. What are the whole numbers? The numbers starting with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and onwards. All the natural numbers with 0 included, called as a whole number. So when exponent of any algebraic expression is a whole number, then only that algebraic expression is called as a polynomial, otherwise not. Okay, so here an example is given. This one example is, consider a algebraic expression root of under root of x. So this also can be written as x raised to 1 by 2. Is it an algebraic expression? Yes, it is, but it is not a polynomial because the power here is 1 by 2 and it is not a whole number. Rational number are not allowed. Negative numbers are not allowed as an exponent in polynomials. So x raised to 1 by 2, even though it is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial. Similarly, x raised to 1 by 3, this is also not a polynomial. X raised to minus 2, again minus 2 is not a whole number, it is not a polynomial. Similarly, x raised to 2 by 3 is also not a polynomial. Okay. So this is the way to identify the given algebraic expression is a polynomial or not. So we have one exercise also. Okay. So that is also a polynomial. Tell me, students, about exercise and this problem number 5, 6, 7, 8 that you have to solve. Okay, and then write your answer in the comment section. Let me know if you understood this or not. Okay, let me solve this seventh one. Minus 5x square. Minus 5x square. Is it a polynomial? Yes, it is a polynomial. Minus 5 is a constant term and x square, where 2 is, exponent 2 is a whole number, so this is included in polynomial. Okay, tell me the answers of 5, 6 and 8 in the comment section. Okay, then let us see if you understood this. We will start with the next topic, types of polynomials. Now, based on different parameters, these polynomials can be classified. So very first parameter is based on number of variables. We have the following types of polynomials. First is one variable polynomial. If a variable in a polynomial is just a one variable, then it is called as a one variable polynomial. And if more than one variable is there, then we have two or more variable polynomials. So this two or more variable polynomial we'll discuss later. We'll start a discussion with one variable polynomial. Okay, so this is a one variable polynomial. So as I mentioned, that what is one variable polynomial? When an expression consists of only one type of variable, it is called as one variable polynomial. Examples are given here. First example is x square plus 2x. Here there are two terms in this polynomial. This is called as a first term. This is a second term. In both the terms, what is the variable? X. So this is included in one variable polynomial. Okay. Second example, 3y square plus 5y plus 7. So here variable is y and there are three terms. First term, this 5y is a second term, 7 is a third term. So in all the terms, y is a variable. Here there is y is this 7 is constant. So what is the exponent of y? It is 0. So in all it is to be considered 0. Okay. So only one variable is there. So this is also called as one variable polynomial. Similarly, the last example, here there are four terms with only one variable x. Okay. Now one note is there, each term, as I said, here there are 2 terms, here there are 3 terms, here there are 4 terms in third example. So each term that has a coefficient, each term has a coefficient. So in very first example, what is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient means the constant term with a variable. Okay, so here in first example, what is the coefficient of x square? There is no constant term, so let us consider the coefficient is 1. So the coefficient of x square is 1. What is the coefficient of x in first example? It is 2. Okay, so these terms are called as coefficients. Here in second example, what is the coefficient of y square? It is 3. What is the coefficient of y? It is 5. What is the coefficient of 7? Sorry, what is the coefficient of y raised to 0? It is 7. Similarly here in third example, coefficient of x cube is -1. Coefficient of x square is 4. Coefficient of x is 7. Coefficient of x raised to 0 is 2. So this is also a very important term called as coefficient. Do remember this, okay? So with all the types we discussed and the parameters which are there in the polynomial we discussed, to remember all these points, and this is the coefficient. Up till now we discussed. Okay, so prior to this we discussed the type of polynomial based on number of variables, 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, or and so on. Okay, so here again the polynomials can be classified depending on the number of terms. Right now we discuss what is a term in polynomial. Okay, so depending on the number of terms, we have the types of polynomials are monomials, binomials, trinomials. Okay, so what is monomial? A polynomial is called as a monomial which consists of only one term. The examples are given here. 2x, there is only one term, so it is called as a monomial. 2, only constant, there is a single term. 2 can be included in polynomial. There is a only one term with x raised to 0 as an uh, exponent and a variable. Okay, so 2 is a monomial. 5x cube, also monomial, there is a single term. Minus 5x square, this is also a single term, so it is also called as a monomial. Similarly, the second type, binomials. So what if monomial is a polynomial consists of only one term, then what will be binomials? It will be a polynomial with 2 terms. The examples are given here. X plus 1, this is the first term and this is second term. So this is, since there are 2 terms, it is called as a binomial. Similarly, x square minus x, it is also a polynomial with 2 terms. That is why called as binomial. Similar to this both, there is a trinomials. So when a polynomial consists of 3 terms, it is called as a trinomials. So an example is 2x square plus 5x minus 3. Okay, so this 2x square is the first term, 5x is the second term, 3 is the third term. This is called as a trinomial. Similarly, one more example given here is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. So here also there are 3 terms. Tell me in case of any confusion. You can write in the comment section. We will try to solve your confusion. Okay, so these are again 3 types based on number of terms. So we have seen 2 classifications of polynomials. One is based on number of variables. We have 1 variable polynomial, 2, 3, 4 variable polynomials. And here, depending on the number of terms, we have monomials, binomials and trinomials. Okay. Now what is a constant polynomial? A polynomial which consists of only constant terms are called as constant polynomials. Okay, so as right now we discuss some of the constant polynomials here. Examples are given 2. It's a constant term. There is no variable mentioned. So this is called as a constant polynomial. There is only one term. Then minus 5 is one more example. Then 7 is also an example of constant polynomial. In these polynomials, the degree is 0. No, degree is nothing but the maximum exponent of the polynomial. I will discuss this degree in detail later. Okay, so when exponent is 0, exponent of a variable is 0 and its coefficient are called as a constant polynomials. Okay, now Let us read this note. A polynomial with a variable x can be denoted by p of x. When there is a polynomial mentioned with the variable x, then that polynomial can be denoted by p of x or q of x or r of x or any alphabet of x or any alphabet of that variable. Similarly, a polynomial with a variable y can be denoted by p of y, q of y or r of y. Some examples are given. P of x is equal to 2x square plus 5x minus 3. If any polynomial is given where variable is x, so it can be written as p of x. Okay. Similarly, a polynomial y cube plus y plus 1, it can be denoted by r of y or p of y. Okay. So one more example. 2 minus u square, it can be denoted by s of u. Okay. The variable is mentioned in the bracket. Okay. So do remember, this is also very important. Now after all this, let us try to solve one exercise. Tell me the coefficients of x square in the following examples. Here tell me what is the coefficient of x square? Yes, this is 1. Then in second example, what is the coefficient of x square? It is minus 1. In third term, what is the coefficient of x square? Again, it is pi by 2. Okay, I hope you understood all these topics, whichever we are. Now this is the end of lecture 1. So since it was very first lecture, I tried to cover some basics, some basic points. I guess students, if you have any confusion, you can write in the comment section, and also if you have suggestions also, you can write in the comment section. Tomorrow I'm going to upload the second lecture of this polynomial. Okay, till that, thank you.